इनकलाब जिंदाबाद।
I am very sick. I'm having lung problems, and what we are seeing is there is absolutely no measures taken from the government side to help us in any way whatsoever.
Our Honorable Chief Minister says that I will make sure that all public servants, all government servants give 1 hour of their workday to cleaning Delhi. I really wish to ask her what she is doing for public transportation, what is she doing for the people who can't afford air purifiers in their homes and offices.
The implication that it has is it subjects people to believe that Delhi's air is okay and it's okay to not wear a mask, it's okay to run, it's okay to go to school, it's okay to lead your life as normal day when your AQI is actually 400, 450.
We should not be here. I should not be talking. I can't breathe now with this and I'm talking. These are mistakes that the government leads. Everyone follows. It's not an era of 1990s and 2003 when people didn't know there was no monitoring.
Delhi can't breathe and it's making it loud and clear. I'm here at the Jantar Mantar where citizens of Delhi have staged a protest against pollution. The Indian Express spoke to a number of protesting citizens and they talked about the way pollution data is being fudged and how they are going to hold the government accountable.
I am here today because I've been staying in Delhi for the past 8 years. And for the past 8 years, come the winter month, I have seen my health and the health of everybody around me being affected for a prolonged 4-5 months till summer comes. And in the past few years and even this year, nobody has taken accountability. The Delhi government, whoever is in the Delhi government, keeps deferring responsibility to the Haryana government and the Punjab government. The Punjab government and the Haryana government keeps deferring responsibility to the Delhi government. Apart from this, the AQI numbers that are coming out, we are seeing that stations which are responsible for figuring out the data, water is being sprayed outside that so that particulate matter settles and the readings are muddled. We are seeing that the fund that is being allocated under the Clean Air program, the union government is giving fund to the state government, but the state government has constantly underutilized it. 3 governments have changed, but the funds remains underutilized. We have seen public transportation has constantly been compromised for benefit of private vehicles. The amount of vehicular pollution caused by private vehicles in Delhi is tremendous. That remains unchecked. We are seeing that despite constant demands for GRAB 4 being implemented, the government refuses to implement GRAB 4. And on top of that, when the government, whoever are people's representative, when they are asked about the accountability and what is happening, our Honorable Chief Minister says that I will make sure that all public servants, all government servants give 1 hour of their workday to cleaning Delhi. I really wish to ask her what she is doing for public transportation, what is she doing for the people who can't afford air purifiers in their homes and offices, what is she doing for students like me who are coming from other states, staying here in Delhi, forced to stay in PGs besides homes in very shabby accommodations, what is she doing for us? This is not an issue of the individual, that I clean my trash, I put garbage in the bin. This is a systematic and policy level issue, and if the government refuses to accept it as such, it is not just us who are coming here and protesting who will be affected. It is the government, her daughters, Rekha Gupta's daughters, her granddaughters, her entire community, everybody in the BJP, whether they refuse to take accountability or not, is affected by the pollution right now, and they must take it.
Today I'm not here as a specialist on air pollution issues. I'm here as a father of a 4.5-year-old girl who actually is forced to take nebulizer and steroids in these air quality. So therefore today I'm protesting on the streets of Delhi as a father, as a responsible citizen who is completely helpless and not as an air pollution expert.
Was it really this bad even a decade back or was it?
So of course Delhi's air went through a terrible phase pre-CNG. Of course the Supreme Court intervention brought in the conversion of all the diesel buses to CNG, and that brought in considerable change in the ambient air quality. That time also it was the transport sector, which was a very, very big pollutant, and Supreme Court's intervention saved it. Now, over the last 10 years, what we've seen that whatever headway that we had actually made in terms of gains in ambient air quality that we had made because of that conversion of conversion from diesel to CNG, because of haphazard development, loss of tree cover, urbanization and construction regime that has been increased in Delhi, the air quality index is becoming bad to worse. Also, the other thing that has happened in last 10 to 12 years is our ability to measure. One of the things that we were able to do is that we have 39 air quality monitors in Delhi. One of the most densely populated air quality monitors are in Delhi NCR in that sense. Although the unfortunate part in 2025 is that now most of these air quality monitors are turned off at the peak time of pollution or sprinkled with water so as to manipulate the readings. So therefore it gives normal citizens, or it allows the government to convey this message that air is better than last year, but actually air is as bad or perhaps worse this year because you are really not giving that data to citizens of Delhi at all in terms of how polluted the air is. The implication that it has is it subjects people to believe that Delhi's air is okay and it's okay to not wear a mask, it's okay to run, it's okay to go to school, it's okay to lead your life as normal day when your AQI is actually 400, 450, where you should be really taking care of yourself. So that private solution gets stopped or barred or demotivated or disincentivized. And the other is that data in many, many ways should inform your decision in the long run in terms of policy making. So when you don't really measure the sources or the data over 6 months, how will you even make a plan next year in terms of combating air pollution?
Our chief minister lifts the ban on firecrackers to appease religious fanatics, and later on she herself has 7 air purifiers in her office while we are struggling. There are no air purifiers in our classrooms. There are no air purifiers in the place where we are sitting and studying. Neither in our libraries nor in our research scholars room, nowhere. So we are left to suffer while our CM is protected from the consequences of her own actions. That is why we are here. We think there should be an accountability for what mistakes they have made, what mistakes the government has made.
I'm here today because I'm a student in this city, and I genuinely feel like right now the kind of conditions that have been created by the inaction towards the kind of crisis that we are facing, a health crisis that has been made into, the pollution issue. There has been no proper response from the government since the past multiple weeks that people have been crying. Every single place, you see every single social media platform, people are talking about it, people are trying to make an issue out of it. But the government has taken no concrete action. I'm here to demand that an action be taken. I'm here to demand that people's lives not be taken as for granted. I'm here to demand that this city that has living, breathing population of people should be treated as a city of living people and not ignored as something just marginal and something that just can be ignored.
But the government claims to have taken some steps like cloud seeding, so yeah. Do you think those are enough?
I mean, the kind of steps that government is claiming that they are taking, even by the logistics that Grab should have been, like Grab 4 should have been by now. The situation is so bad that Grab 3 has even not been implemented properly. But the situation demands that Grab 4 should have been implemented. The kind of steps that government has taken clearly does not take into account the situation that we are living in right now. You are trying to deny the situation as multiple times. The Delhi CM has said that the pollution this year is less worse. The pollution has been made into a comparative issue of under whom it was worse, and not as an issue that needs to be solved. That is something that we need to talk about right now. Something that the government needs to take an action. This government, when it came into power, one of the main agendas that it talked about was about the fact that Delhi has been made into a hub of pollution. This is literally the most polluted city in the world, and this was on their agenda. Cleaning Yamuna, reducing the pollution, all of these issues were on their agenda.
मेरा संदेश सरकार के लिए है कि जो साफ हवा है और जो साफ पानी है वो कोई लग्जरी नहीं है, वो हमारी बेसिक राइट्स है और वो हमें प्रदान किया जाए।
मैं संदेश ये देना चाहता हूँ, जो आज दिल्ली की हवा में जो रेखा गुप्ता और बीजेपी सरकार ने जहर घोलने का काम किया है, उससे ना तो बच्चे सुरक्षित हैं, ना बड़े बूढ़े सुरक्षित हैं, ना युवा मेरे साथी वो सुरक्षित हैं। मैं चाहता हूँ रेखा गुप्ता जी से यही विनती करता हूँ, रेखा गुप्ता जी आप कुछ करें या ना करें, पर दिल्ली वासियों के लिए साफ हवा तो दे दें।
ये जो पानी आप देख रहे हैं, इसकी सिचुएशन तो अभी बन चुकी है। आप देखेंगे कि दिल्ली की लगभग जनता जो है पानी खरीद करके पी रही है, क्योंकि पानी कंटामिनेट हो चुका है, यमुना का वाटर कंटामिनेट हो चुका है। अभी जो सिचुएशन धीरे धीरे बदतर होती जा रही है, आशा है कि इस तरीके से सिलेंडर खरीद के हवा लेनी पड़ेगी और उसका एक छोटा सा स्वरूप आपको एयर प्योरीफायर के रूप में देखने को मिल रहा है। और जो बेसिक चीज है, जो हमारी हवा खराब हो रही है या जल खराब हो रहा है, उसको ध्यान में न रखा जा रहा है, तो ये बहुत ही गलत एक तरीके से संदेश आ रहा है और इसका परिणाम बहुत ही विकराल रूप से आने वाला है।